But one thing, Mr. Chairman, is extremely clear to this representation. Tayo po ay na-scam sa pamamagitan ng libu-libong acknowledgement receipts na basta-basta lamang dinoktor or gawa-gawa lamang. Mr. Chair, almost 5,000 acknowledgement receipts of dubious origin, kapalit ang 612.5 million pesos na confidential funds na basta-basta lang naglaho mula sa kaban ng bayan sa ilalim ng pamumuno ng ating Vice Presidente. Mr. Chair, 612,500,000 pesos o mahigit kalahating bilyon. Mr. Chair, ito po ang pondo ng bayan na nawala o hindi ma-explain mula lamang December 2022 hanggang September 2023. 9 na buwan lamang po, Mr. Chairman. Sa ganitong halaga, halos budget na po ng isang buong ahensya para sa isang buong taon ang pinag-uusapan po dito. Pinaglaruan po tayo? Niloko ho ba tayo? O pinaglaruan po ang publiko pagdating sa kanilang pondo? Let me go to another discovery that we noticed, we had, no? Another anomaly this committee noticed was the use of a very unique ink in the shade of blue and several acknowledgement receipts mula po sa Office of the Vice President. At first glance, Mr. Chair, we found that these acknowledgement receipts, which supposedly were signed by different persons in different months, clearly have the same unique shade of blue ink. There are many different types of pens, Mr. Chair. Alam po natin yan. May fountain pens, may sign pens, or whatever in the Philippines na available po sa market. But what are the chances, Mr. Chair, that the same ink would be used for 2 or more acknowledgement receipts submitted by the Office of the Vice President? If you ask me, Mr. Chair, the chances are very, very low. Especially, Mr. Chair, kung titingnan nyo po, itong tinta na ito ay hindi mumurahin. Mahal po yan na ballpen. Hindi po yan common na ginagamit na ballpen. Ang mas kapanipaniwala, Mr. Chair, para sa akin ay only one person probably made these acknowledgement receipts, and they are not the ones who received the funds as indicated in the acknowledgement receipts. Mr. Chair, my staff was also able to find acknowledgement receipts in different names, but the strokes o yung sinasabi po nating pagkasulat ng kanilang mga signatures signatures ito were identical. Dalawang different persons but the same identical strokes of signatures. Incidentally, Mr. Chair, these were all done on March of 2023. Moreover, Mr. Chair, the signatures all bear the same figure, done to 2 or 3 times. It's hard to believe, Mr. Chair, that such common signatures would appear like this. I admit that I'm not an expert in this kind of analysis, unlike those at the NBI, kasi sila naman po yung competent gumawa nito na examination. But based on what I know, Mr. Chair, these coincidences are too hard to ignore. In any event, Mr. Chair, ito pong committee na ito ay pinapasuri po natin yan sa NBI to make sure that these signatures are signed by the same person. Titingnan niyo mo po yan sa monitor, the same strokes, different persons. We also found out, Mr. Chair, that 2 acknowledgement receipts, both in the name of Milky Sikuya, both had done on the same day. Same po pinirmahan on the same day, same address in Zambales, and using the same pen. However, have totally different signatures. Tingnan niyo po, oh, magkakaiba. The same day, the same date, same name, but different signatures. Tanong ko po, Mr. Chair, did the person who signed this receipt suddenly forget how they signed in the middle of the same day? Nagkamali ho siya, nakapirma pala siya, tapos pipirma ulit ng isang acknowledgement receipt. Di mo ba, pag naka-receive ka na, hindi ka na ho magpipirma at hindi ka namang mag-receive ng isang another acknowledgement or payment? Another character who we found is a certain Alice Crescencio. There were 3 different acknowledgement receipts in the name of one Alice Crescencio, submitted by the Department of Education in her name. 3 po yan na acknowledgement receipts from the same agency, Department of Education, bearing the same name. However, Mr. Chair, similar to our friend, tandaan niyo po si Kokoy Villamin na na-present po natin nung previous hearing, Similar to our friend Kokoy Villamin, Mr. Chair, there were 3 different signatures. Kapansin-pansin din po rito, Mr. Chair, na si Miss Alice, was apparently, according to these ARs, were in different parts of the Philippines. Pinirman niya, nung inuna, nasa Pasay City siya. Pangalawa, pumirma siya, nasa Iligan City, sa Mindanao. At doon po sa ang aking probinsya, sa Lanao del Sur. Pumirma din ho siya doon. Baka nandun din siya according to the acknowledgement receipt. So, medyo po para sa akin, kung isipin po natin ito, medyo kalokohan. I'm sorry to use the term po. Medyo kalokohan na po ito. The more likely explanation na gusto ko pong isipin ay itong mga taga-pirma o tagagawa nitong mga ARs na ito ay hindi coordinated. Baka hindi ho sila nag-coordinate and they fail to probably overlook the possibility that they may use the same name. No, signing 3 different ARs from 3 different locations bearing gamit ang iisang pangalan, which is, in this case, Alice Crescencio. Mr. Chair, pero hindi po dyan nagtatapos ang mga kababalaghan ang nakikita natin sa acknowledgement receipts. Mr. Chair, it is also these representations. It's my privilege and honor, Mr. Chair, to introduce to you sina Miss Sally at si Miss Sheila. Magkakaibang pangalan po ito, Mr. Chair, at malamang magkakaibang tao. Kaya nga po sila magkaibang pangalan. Pero ano po ang kapansin-pansin, Mr. Chair? At ano ang napapansin natin rito sa pinipirmang acknowledgement receipts nila from DepEd as seen on the screen? Isa lang po ang pirma nila, si Miss Sally at si Miss Sheila. Kabaliktaran po ito ni Kokoy Villamin. Si Kokoy, parehong pangalan pero isa ang pirma. Kabaliktaran po ni Miss Sheila at Miss Sally. Magkaibang pangalan pero parehong pirma. These are 2 different persons, Mr. Chair, from 2 different addresses, I would assume. However, they have the exact same signature with exact same strokes. At baka isang tintang ballpen ang ginamit, Mr. Chair. At magkaibang lugar, Mr. Chair. Nandito po si Manong Johnny, taga Surigao din po siya. So it makes you think, Mr. Chair, that what are again the chances that once again the 2 different people from Digos City and Surigao City, being more than 400 kilometers away from each other, have the same exact name and the same signature. 2 people signing the same acknowledgement receipts, 2 different people signing with the same signatures in 2 different locations which are 400 kilometers apart from each other. Taga Mindanao po ako, so alam ko po yung gaano kalayo ang Digos at ang Surigao. For me, Mr. Chair, only 1 person did these acknowledgement receipts, but merely changed his handwriting style from print to script in writing, the name and the addresses, but also forgetting, Mr. Chair, probably to change the signature. Yun lang po ang aking naiisip na possible na answer. And because of this, Mr. Chair, I believe that this receipt was again merely fabricated. We have all been introduced to our new characters, Mr. Chair. Si Alice, Crescencio, Milky Way si Kuya, Sally, and Miss Sheila. But let us not also forget our original friends na pinakilala ng committee na ito. One of the stars on the issue, Mr. Chair, of the confidential fund is one Mr. Kokoy Villamin. Kung maalala niyo po, Mr. Chair, si Mr. Kokoy Villamin ay ang isa sa mga unang napansin ng committee ito marahil sa kanyang kakaibang pangalan at sa magkaiba-ibang kanyang mga pirma. I mean, common sense would dictate, Mr. Chair, that same name, bearing the same name, ay hindi po magkakaroon ng dalawang signatures. And it reinforces our original questions kung meron po bang mga taong ganito. Ang pinakabida, Mr. Chair, sa ating naging inquiry in aid of legislation sa committee ito ay of course, si Miss Mary Grace Piatos. Thank you to Chairman Romy Acop. Siya po yung unang nakaobserba at na-notice po niya ang pangalan. Dahil yung pangalan pong ito, ang una nating napansin at napansin ni Chairman Acop dahil ito po ay kombinasyon, according to him, ng isang restaurant at chichirya. At tama na po, lahat po tayo nag-agree noon. Nung inaisiwalat sa committee ito ang acknowledgement receipt ni Ms. Mary Grace Piatos, kami ay tunay na mangha. Tayo po, hindi lang po tayo, ang buong bayan ng namangha. We reached out to the National Statistics Authority and inquired from them into whether this was a real person or a made-up character. We were likewise informed, Mr. Chair, that the NSA had no record of any person bearing the name of Mary Grace Piatos. The PSA recently informed us, Mr. Chair, that our new friends, Mr. Kokoy Villamin, Ms. Milky Sikuya, and Ms. Alice Crescencio, are also all non-existent. Wala po silang record. Non-existent. Hindi po sila, according to PSA, ay posibleng hindi po ito mga tao. There is no record of their birth, no record of their marriage, contracts, whatsoever, or death. No, sana naman po, hindi death, no? Ilan lang po, Mr. Chairman, ito sa mga anomalyang napansin natin sa ating pag-imbestiga, sa mga documentary evidences of payment na isinumite ng Office of the Vice President at ng Department of Education para di umano'y magpapatunay sa paggamit ng confidential expenses nito. The very last invitees na nag-appear po sa committee ito, ang Special Disbursement Officers ng Department of Education nung kapanahunan po niya at ng Office of the Vice President. Ito po yung inatasan under the Joint Circular Memorandum nung pag-disburse, paggamit ng confidential funds. Sila lang po ang merong kapangyarihan na mag-disburse at mag-implement nitong pondo na ito. At sila pong dalawa, ang sinabi po nila na nag-utos po sa kanila ay ating pangalawang Pangulo, Vice President Sara Duterte. Mr. Chair, wala pong personalan ito. Trabaho lang.